Well, good morning, everybody. We drove the car to work today. We are at the shop, but we have a problem. Running like crap. I had no idea, but this cylinder, number 7, is dead. It does the old water trick on the headers, and it's dead. You could hear it in the idle, you could hear it in everything. So we're gonna go inside. I'm gonna grab some tools. Gonna move a coil, move a spark plug wire, pull the plug out and see what we're looking like. It's obnoxious already. Fine now. The same shit it did onto me at Street and Eat last year, where it randomly drop a cylinder out, I'd shut the car off, replace something, and then it would be fine until it did it again. Unfreaking real. See if it makes boost now. Try that again. I hate this car. I hate this car. And I thought I fixed the whole oil leak. Apparently there's still an oil leak. I'm hoping I don't have to buy a new oil pan. So we're gonna have to get it up on the lift a little later, see where it's coming from. But the only thing that wasn't changed was the ECU. Everything else is brand new in this car. Fucking got me right about now. For sale. Honestly, if someone made me a decent offer on this, I probably would right now. I probably would. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try Dave's Dominator and see. But I can't afford another Dominator right now. It's over $2,000 for another one. I hate this car. Alright, time to work. Man, it is hot and freaking nasty out here. I'll give it up to the landscaper because he came out and did my yard today. Oh, that driveway looks so good, huh? They're tearing my road up. Not the most thrilled about it. Apparently water main replacement. I mean, it is what it is, but just tear it up after my first test drive with the car. So what we're doing is something I didn't want to do, but I have to. oil pan replacement. Yeah, I could have got a cheaper one. Yeah, these Morosos are highly out of control price-wise now. Like, just ungodly expensive now. You're $500 for a freaking LS oil pan that was at one time, not in the too distant future, was $300. Oh, I ran right into the car. I think I paid $300 for the pan that's on my car right now. And why I'm having to change it is because it's not sealing. That's right. I've tried my hardest multiple times to get it to seal, and it just won't seal. So it has to go, because it's not a little drip. It's a pretty good puddle after driving it. So let me get my ish situated here. It's all this guy's fault. By the way, he tried to blackmail me tonight. See, I'm thinking about putting a turbo on my truck, my Denali, instead of an LSA, because all you LSA people smoke freaking crack. Your beat LSA is not worth $5 grand. It's not even worth $2 grand. But anyway, you can tell I'm a little salty. He's like, listen, I have an intercooler out of my truck. I'll give it to you if you tell people we're friends. And I'm like, you know what, keep it. I'd rather pay double for a new one instead of telling people we're friends. So, that's that. Anyway, Moroso 20143, 7-quart road race pan. Same exact pan I have on the car. But what I didn't like was apparently it's a steel one. It ain't light. Apparently they come black now. Now, if anybody from Moroso sees this, and by chance anyone hears from me, stop doing this. This is stupid. For one, this pan shouldn't be $500. I know you're in Connecticut. I'm with you. I'm 45 minutes away. It's expensive. I had to raise my rates. But take off this black powder coating and cut the price. Because guess what I have to do? Most people who put LSs in their cars are turbo. Who are buying this pan are turbo people. Guess what us turbo people need to do? Weld fittings into this. You could see how I am this week. It's hot, fat, you're ugly, this pan is black, and God, I hate race car parts that are black. So, well, there's the billet oil filter adapter housing that we can screw on after I weld it. So I have to grind powder coat away from here, both sides, weld some new, where'd they go? And I came with these 2 bolts that I don't know what they're for. I don't know if they're for, oh, you know what I bet you they're for? That never came with the original one. I bet you they go up in here because it was a dumbass design and you had to ground the bolt to get it up in this side. My original one didn't come with this. Anyway, you can tell I'm a little bitter. I'm more bitter that I have to replace the oil pan. Then I'm even more bitter that I had to spend $500, and then even more bitter that it had to come black. So yeah, talk trash about me in the comments. Woe is me. I know. Trust me, I get it. But let me have my minute, all right? Been trying really hard to have a positive outlook on life the last couple of years, and I've been working on it, but man, am I bitter today. So, the good news is, my buddy Mike at Monkey Fab, I got some -12 weld bungs in. These things are super duper nice. Love Mike and those guys over there. Mike, let's make some fittings that bolt on. And I got the little like claws that'll dig into the metal when you tighten them. You know, you can flange this and then on the inside. Then I wouldn't have to go ahead and grind this off. I could just drill the 2 holes. And then you get a leak point. Who knows, with my welding you might have a leak point anyway. Even better is, this car has about $180 new of fresh oil in it. So we're gonna have to go drain that into a clean bucket. I gotta clean my oil thing, drain pan thing, drain that. And the best part about this whole job is I have to drop the K-frame out of the car to do this, because genius me, when I motor plated it, if you remember back all them years ago, I lowered the motor down within a 1/4 inch of, is it of the steering rack? No, I think it's of the K-frame. Now that I said that, maybe it's the steering rack. I'm wondering if I can take the steering rack out. I haven't aligned it yet. And then, see, I took this oil pan off once before, and I have a feeling that I tried this. I should probably go back into my videos and watch this. I'm probably sure I filmed it. So when I switched to twin turbos, I had to pull it off and weld the second drain in. I need a High Life. Cheers. I don't feel like bourbon tonight. I don't feel like Modelo's or a Corona. I had some High Lifes in there. I like a good High Life every once in a while. Let's go get that hunk of junk jacked up. And I gotta make sure, I gotta weld back. I gotta measure back from these welds, see where I put those fittings. What I should do is just probably drain it and get that pan off. I'm still stuck on this power steering. I don't think I can drop it far enough with the rack off, but we'll see. I'm gonna take a good old gander on this. All right, I'll bring it back when we're under the car. So we're gonna try to drop the steering rack. That's my plan. You can see how close it is to the pan. I feel like I've tried this before. I'm gonna find out, but let this be a lesson. See these bolts for my steering rack? I was like, man, I could have sworn these bolts went through the end of the nylock. They weren't. Why? Because they were both loose. Both my steering rack mount bolts were finger tight. So check your shit. I'm gonna disconnect the end links, the tie rods. I got the 2 bolts out. I got the steering column loose. You know, the U-joint. And we're gonna see if I can just take the steering rack out. I have a feeling that's not possible. But maybe if I do that and I loosen the K-frame, I got enough room. We're gonna find out together. If you don't have one of these 12-volt half-inch guns, you're missing out. Of course that would spin. So if you want to see what's going on, you see the puddles? Yeah, it's leaking. See the bolt? It's leaking through the bolts. And when this pan's been through a lot. When we get it off, I'll show you what's going on. Wait. End up with this dang thing on my head. Well, she's out, as you can see. Just gonna replace the gasket, even though it's brand new. It's an interesting amount of oil left in there. You see it? That's a good amount of oil. I bet you that's like a half a quart. It's probably because I had it jacked up the way it was, push it all to the back of the sump, and that's not where the drain plug is. I'll have to, when I do it on a lift next time, I'm gonna have to see if that's the same outcome with it. 82 degrees in here. We're having fun. I said we're having fun. So what I believe was going on here, tried to fix this, right? This, if you remember, this was really bad. Well, the problem is that lip is down. It's not flat. So I'm pretty sure this gasket wasn't sealing and it was seeping out of these two bolt holes. So, since it's now out of the car and it's essentially junk, what I might try to do is try to cut this pan here, right? You can see where I tried to heat it up. And try to bend this back into shape and then smash this back into shape and re-weld it. And then I could use it on the vert. You know what I'm saying? Cut it. And then just try to, who knows? Might be a complete and utter waste of my time. But I guess it won't hurt to find out, right? Anyway. Now we got two of them. Look exactly identical, except one's black. One's not been beat to crap either. Any differences? I see no differences. What I think I might do to make my life a little easier is, instead of trying to weld these on the outside and deal with the flange, I might drill the holes and just weld them from the inside. So I'll just take this plate out. You know, I could go a little bit higher in the same spot, so I won't have to worry about the edge. Just weld them on the inside. I think that's a good game plan right there. So I'm going to take this one off. Got a brand new one there, but this has a sensor and this already on it, so I'll just unbolt these two and put it on this one. And drill some holes and weld some fittings. So let me do that. I'm gonna charge the GoPro in the meantime. All right, jumped ahead. The holes drilled. Got the bungs welded on the inside. I'm having a problem with my TIG welder where it's sooting up the weld, and I'm wondering if my hose is going bad. It's an old hose. It's the original hose. It's 5 years, 6 years, and it's looking worse for the wear. So I'm wondering if we're getting some contamination. I guess I just gotta bite the bullet and buy the CK one. So before, after. Piece of advice: before you go to weld one of these bungs from the inside, make sure you grind the powder coat off on the outside, because that one gave me fits and it kept popping and blowing holes in. So yeah, anyway, they're done. Pan's clean, filter's on. Only thing left to do is put it in the car. But I'm not gonna film that, because honestly, I'm having a good time. I have my music on, which is, if anybody does YouTube, you know it's a rarity. You actually get to listen to music, and I'm having a couple beers. So we will pick back up when it's done. The next day, I worked down here. It's essentially most of the part done. I can't remember where I left off. I got to put the steering rack in. I just went and bought new bolts for the oil pan. All those ones I had are a little crunchy and nasty, so I bought get the sheet out of the back here. Some stainless bolts, right? So I did just pick this hole rugged radios set up though off a friend. This is going to be nice for the drag and drive stuff. What's cool about this is driver, co-driver, crew. So I will be able to auxiliary input, I don't know what this one, EXT? Extra? So I'll be able to do one in my helmet, and, you know, I could have a crew chief one as well, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we have to figure this all out. Play with this. With wiring harnesses. Yep, wiring harnesses. So I got that for a pretty good price. I'll be happy to have this. I mainly, like, I bought it for the drag and drive stuff, but the main reason I bought this one was because I was able to add crew chief with it as well. So, radio hookup. I will be able to get another headset, and I have to get the helmet kit as well. And these are nice. Like I said, I get the helmet kit as well. These are, and hook that all up. So I'm gonna crawl into the car here in a minute. Why this stupid battery grip is not working. That's about to go back. That was way too much money for it to not work. I'll have to see what all these cords are for. Is this for the headphones? I assume so. It's a lot of length. Might mount this thing like far away so I don't have to have these coils of wire everywhere. It'd be sweet if they were cordless, but beggars can't be choosers. And I have to wire power and ground to it, which is easy enough. If this, Lee. Power and ground. It's got roll cage mounts on it. Why they're two different sizes, I have no idea. But I don't care. And it has a music input on the front. Volume, box, power. Digital memory. So we're gonna find a place to mount this on the cage, probably behind the seat or something. And I didn't realize it had such long cords. That's a serious amount of cord. Maybe I can get shorter ones. I mean, I'm sure this is probably just a regular digital cable, microphone cable. So I don't think I need. I bet you these are 10 feet. Get some 4-footers. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to have that added into the car. Make life a little bit easier. I'm gonna go let my dog out. I just got home from work. It's Friday. And then we'll button that thing up. You want to help Daddy change the oil?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we changed the oil pan. Now we gotta let it down and put oil in it.
Okay.
See?
Okay, Cassie.
See the new oil pan under there?
Yeah, see, oh my goodness, that's bright.
Oh, that light is so bright. Yeah, we gotta get that out of here. So, the new pan is all in. My new fancy stainless socket heads.
Oh, you put something. Oh, I'll put Mr. Krabs in case I need him.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs gonna be right there in case you need him.
Yeah, he's just going to watch me.
Okay,
Yeah.
watch your head right here.
Okay.
All right. See the nice new oil pan?
See. Wow, it's just cool.
That's what Daddy did while you were away.
Yeah, wow, it's so special.
Yeah. So we got all the suspension back in, steering rack in. Alignment's probably gonna be better now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, sure is. Everything's hooked up.
Well,
Now we
that's
gotta.
a big one.
What?
That's a big flashlight.
That's a big flashlight.
Oh, it can fit up here.
Yeah, you fit up there, huh?
Yeah, it can fit up here. Oh, it's so awesome. I think it's too short. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's short to fit through here. Oh, never mind.
No, you can't fit your head through there.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah, well, to do this.
Yeah. The plug's all tight. Hoses are all hooked up. I still got to get a blanket, but I'm just going to get a Stroud Universal, but I'm not going to put it on until I make sure all this oil's not leaking anymore.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot I had a GoPro flashlight as well to help out.
Whoa, how do you find that?
I don't know. So
Maybe you
those
find
are all
it at
hooked
the
up,
store.
and then we can do this.
That's
Yeah, so now we just have to get it off the stands, get it down, get the hood off, get it filled with oil.
Yep, and Mike.
And what?
Yep, and don't forget done.
Don't forget, done. We gotta put oil in it first.
Yep.
Expensive oil, right?
Yes, expensive.
What's on your chin?
Um,
What happened? You hit it?
yeah.
Alright, let's do that. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I wasn't even sure that was thunder for how long that lasted. Literally, I was able to go find the GoPro. What is growing here? Besides the weeds that I kill every year. What is that? Tell me that don't look like pumpkins. I bet you that's pumpkins. How? I don't know. That's crazy. Anyway, I know guys aren't here for flowers and plants. Figured I'd come outside and try to get that thunder because of how long that lasted. Supposed to be getting some wicked, forget I have this light, some wicked thunderstorms. I'm down for it. Sit here for a minute. Truck looks good. I got the windows tinted on it. Got the front windows and the windshield tinted. Got 35s on it. Gotta buy a leveling kit and buy a Carly kit. Just spending my money other places. Just about wrapping up on this. Thank God, because it is nasty humid. But putting the oil back in here, and then that's done for the oil pan. Pray to God it don't friggin' leak anymore. Alright, I just realized I never finished this video off. This is all filmed weeks ago that I just haven't done anything with. So I just wanted to say, get in your garage, grab a cold drink, get to work on that hot rod. Have a great night, guys.